What is up, NFL fans? Brace yourselves, because the biggest bombshell in recent NFL history has just dropped, and it's one that no one saw coming. Tyreek Hill, the blazing fast wide receiver, the man they call the Cheetah, is officially headed to the Dallas Cowboys for an astonishing $180 million deal. Yes, you heard that right. The Kansas City Chiefs, the team that's been Tyreek Hill's home for his entire career, has traded him to the Cowboys in one of the most jaw-dropping moves of the entire NFL offseason. We're talking about a deal so huge it has the potential to change the entire landscape of the NFL for years to come, and it could very well propel the Cowboys into Super Bowl contention. This trade, folks, is not just a game changer, it's a league shifter. Let's break this down step by step and explore how this trade went down, what it means for both teams involved, and what Tyreek Hill's massive new contract means for the future of the NFL. First of all, let's talk about the money. Tyreek Hill is one of the most electrifying athletes the NFL has ever seen, and this deal truly reflects that. $180 million. This isn't just a lot of money, it's a career-altering amount. We're talking about one of the highest-paid wide receivers in the league, and it speaks volumes about Hill's value to any team he plays for. But what does it mean for the Dallas Cowboys? Well, first off, this is a team that has been on the cusp of greatness for years. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and the rest of the offense, but the missing piece has always been that truly explosive, game-changing wide receiver, someone who can take over a game and completely flip the script. And now, the Cowboys have that player in Tyreek Hill. This move instantly gives them one of the most dangerous offensive units in the entire league. Think about it, Dak Prescott, a top-tier quarterback with an elite arm, is now going to have the ability to sling the ball to a guy who can outrun almost any defensive back in the league. You combine Hill's lightning speed with Prescott's cannon of an arm, and you've got one of the most lethal combinations in football. It's an offense that can stretch the field in ways the Cowboys have never been able to before. And it doesn't stop there. Hill's ability to make defenders miss, his route-running skills, and his uncanny ability to get open even against top-tier cornerbacks will immediately elevate the Cowboys' offense to a whole new level. But let's talk about what this trade means for the Kansas City Chiefs. This is where things get really interesting. For the Chiefs, the decision to let go of Tyreek Hill comes with a fair amount of risk. Hill has been a cornerstone of the Chiefs' offense for years. He's been the deep threat that has allowed Patrick Mahomes to work his magic, creating endless highlight reel plays and helping the team secure a Super Bowl title in 2020. But let's be real, the Chiefs are not a team that's going to rebuild on the fly. They are a perennial contender, and that's not going to change. However, with Mahomes locked into one of the most lucrative contracts in the league, the Chiefs had to make some tough decisions. In order to continue to build a team that can remain competitive, Kansas City had to look at ways to free up cap space and redistribute assets. And what better way to do that than by trading a player who, despite his immense talent, has a massive contract? The Chiefs knew that Hill would command a huge sum, and with the right trade package, they were able to secure an enormous haul and return draft picks and other assets that can help them strengthen other areas of their team. This trade is not just about losing Hill, it's about the long-term vision the Chiefs have for their roster. They know they can't keep all their stars forever, and so they've made the strategic decision to let Hill go and move forward with a more balanced approach. That said, losing Hill will undeniably leave a void in their offense, and it will be interesting to see how they plan to fill that gap. Will they look to the draft to find a new deep threat? Or perhaps pursue another trade to acquire a receiver who can provide a similar spark? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, the Chiefs are going to have to adapt quickly. For Tyreek Hill, this is a whole new chapter in his career. After spending so many years with the Chiefs, achieving stardom alongside one of the most talented quarterbacks in the game, Hill is now faced with the task of becoming the centerpiece of a new offense in Dallas. But let's not kid ourselves, Hill is more than capable of handling this transition. He's been the face of the Chiefs' explosive offense for years, and now he's stepping into a situation where he can truly be the primary weapon. We all know what Tyreek Hill is capable of. His speed is unparalleled, and he has the ability to change the outcome of a game with one play. Whether it's a 75-yard touchdown bomb or a game-winning catch in the fourth quarter, Hill has proven time and time again that he can rise to the occasion. And with the Cowboys, he's going to have every opportunity to do just that. Hill is stepping into a situation where he will likely see more targets than he ever has before. While the Chiefs had a high-powered offense with a lot of weapons to distribute the ball to, the Cowboys' offense is more reliant on the star power of their key players. That means Hill will be in the spotlight, and he's more than ready to shine. The pressure is on for him to live up to this massive contract, but knowing Hill, he's going to rise to the challenge. This is his moment to prove that he's not just a product of the Chiefs system, but a true superstar who can carry an offense and take a team all the way to the Super Bowl. Now, let's talk about the ripple effect this trade has on the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys have been one of the most consistently competitive teams in the NFC, but they've always seemed to fall short when it matters most. The addition of Tyreek Hill changes everything for the Cowboys, though. This is a team that already has a strong defense, a solid offensive line, and one of the top quarterbacks in the league in Dak Prescott. But the one thing they've lacked is that truly dynamic weapon who can take over a game. With Hill in the fold, the Cowboys now have that player. This gives them a massive advantage over other NFC contenders, especially those in the NFC East. The Eagles, Giants, and Washington will have to figure out a way to stop this newfound powerhouse offense, which could put the Cowboys in the driver's seat for the division title. But it's not just about winning the division, it's about making a deep playoff run and getting to the Super Bowl. With Tyreek Hill, the Cowboys now have the kind of offensive firepower that could propel them to the top of the NFC. But as with any team, it's going to take more than just one player to win it all. They'll need to stay healthy, execute on both sides of the ball, and show up in the big moments. But with Hill in the fold, the Cowboys are undoubtedly one of the most dangerous teams in the league right now. On the flip side, what does this mean for the rest of the NFL? The Chiefs may have lost a major piece of their offense, but let's not forget they still have Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's proven time and time again that he can make plays happen, even without a top-tier wide receiver like Tyreek Hill. However, the Chiefs are going to need to find new weapons for Mahomes to work with. Whether it's through the draft or free agency, they're going to need to bring in some fresh talent to complement Mahomes and keep their offense dynamic. It's a big task, but if any team can pull it off, it's the Chiefs. As for the other teams in the league, this trade sets the tone for the rest of the offseason. The Cowboys just made a huge statement, and other teams will be looking to match their aggression in an attempt to catch up. There's still a lot of talent to be acquired, and a lot of moves to be made before the start of the season. But for now, all eyes are on Dallas, because with Tyreek Hill in town, they're a team that just became one of the most exciting and dangerous in the NFL. Tyreek Hill in Dallas, it's real, folks, and this trade is going to have a lasting impact on the NFL for years to come. The Cowboys are gearing up for a championship run, and the Chiefs are entering a new chapter. But one thing is for sure, Tyreek Hill has just changed the course of the NFL, and it's going to be one wild ride from here on out.